been following me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, then you'll already be updated on my recent weight loss. I'm so excited to finally share with you guys my salad in a jar recipe for back to school, back to work, and back to you. I'm going to share 5 super cute, healthy, and portable lunch recipes that can last you Monday through Friday. I meal prep and make these every Sunday, storing them in the fridge in an airtight mason jar to keep them fresh. To begin, we're going to be needing a mason jar. You can use any size that you like. However, I like to use the biggest mason jar that I can find, which is in the size quarts. I also like to make sure that I have a wide mouth mason jar, simply because it's extremely easy to get all of the ingredients inside. The first recipe is my berry salad. I love this recipe only because it is all things berries. Into my mason jar, I'm going to grab 2 heaping handfuls of baby spinach. Next, a little bit of red onions. No measurements here, I'm just grabbing a little bit and going. Afterwards, blueberries, and lots of it. I grab a whole heaping handful and throw that into my jar. Next, strawberries. I cut these up into halves and quarters and throw them into my mason jar. I follow that up by sprinkling some feta cheese on top and then some craisins. Lastly, salad dressing. I like to put my salad dressing in these little small containers that fit perfectly into my mason jars. I use these because they allow me to proportion the amount of salad dressing that I'm using in my salad. I normally use about 2 tablespoons of salad dressing. I put it inside my container, squeeze it down into the mason, and put on the lid, and this recipe is done. My second recipe is my avocado berry salad. Into my mason jar, I'm adding 2 heaping handfuls of my baby spinach. Next, to add some colors and some veggies into this salad, I'm going to be adding a handful of carrots, drizzling some red onions on top. Next, a half of an avocado. If you're not a big fan of avocados, you can always opt for some other source of protein. Then, strawberries. I use about a handful and top everything off with some beautiful walnuts. Walnuts are great in the salad because it gives you that extra crunch, and they're rich in fiber and will definitely keep you full until you're done. Add in 2 tablespoons of your favorite dressing. I'm using sesame ginger for this one. Put it inside your mason, cover up the lid, and this recipe is done. My third recipe is my cube cheese salad. Grab your mason jar and shove in some baby spinach. If you're tired of the baby spinach, you can definitely opt for some sweet lettuce in this recipe. It tastes so good. Sprinkle in some chopped red onions and then grab your grape tomatoes. You can slice these in half if you want, but I like to bite into them. Next, cut up some cucumbers and throw that in there as well. And what goes better with cheese than grapes? You can use either red or green grapes for this recipe. However, I love them both. So using a handful of both, I shove them into my mason. I'm using 3 different types of cheeses for this recipe, the first being an Italian savory blend. Next, I'm following up with some feta, and then for the last one, mozzarella. Throw in 2 tablespoons of your favorite dressing, close the lid, and your salad is ready to eat. My fourth recipe is my citrus crunch salad. We're going to begin by stuffing 2 handfuls of your favorite leafy green. Next, mandarin oranges. Next, some chopped red onions, followed up by some shredded carrots. The other side of the avocado that we used before, I'm going to chop that up into little squares and throw it into my mason, followed up by some chopped green apples. I'm going to follow that up with some craisins and then top that off with some sliced almonds. This also adds an amazing crunch to my salad, completing my citrus crunch salad. Lastly, my tropical salad. We're going to begin by grabbing your mason jar and shoving in some baby spinach. Moving on to some green cut apples. Next, we're going to add some juicy and tangy mangoes. If you're having a hard time finding mangoes, you can always use the frozen kind and let it thaw out outside for a while so it can be about room temperature before you put it in your salad. The last fruit for this tropical salad are pineapples. Lastly, we're going to sprinkle some feta cheese and then some craisins. How good is that? Love these salad in a jar recipes not only because they're super cute and inspire me to eat healthy every single day, but also because they're super easy to eat. When you're ready, grab one of your salads, screw off that lid, and pour in your salad dressing. Put the lid back on and shake it up. The more you shake it, the more tossed your salad will be. Then, Take off the top and stick a fork in it and lunch is served. I hope you give my 5 favorite salad in a jar recipes a try. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and I'm also on Snapchat to share with me your recreations and results. I would love to see them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and never forget to live in love with you.